Hello, my name is Merlin Abrishwaya and welcome to Get Your Groovy On. So I want to show you Graffiti. Graffiti is something I'm very impressed with. It's a very lightweight HTTP based server framework that someone's written in Groovy, really not very much code that they've written, and it's just a pleasure to use. So let me walk you through what's going on here. This is all the code in its entirety. We have a couple of imports and we get straight down to a get annotation. Which is specifying that this method is going to respond to a HTTP GET. It's also specifying the URI it's mapped to, and then this is the logic for rendering the response. Tiny bit of code to say what Graffiti is serving up for you, and to start it up. So let's look at what that looks like. Very straightforward. It's if I hit this URI, greet, bang, hello. Very straightforward. So let me give you a slightly more complicated example. Not a lot, just a little. So in Graffiti, it's providing you with a number of implicit variables. Params here is one, and that's providing us access to our query parameters. So yeah, here we're just going to render a response that includes the name parameter that we've been passed. You'll also notice that I haven't done a full-blown class here. This is a Groovy script, so this is a method on my script class, and this is inside my class's main method, effectively. Okay, so what does that look like? If I hit the old method, or also rather the method without the parameter, it's still going to say a straight up hello. And if I pass in the parameter name equals Merlin, then it is going to say, hey there, Merlin. Fantastic. Alright, but if you're like me, then a little service like this you write, you really want to get into some JSON payloads. So what does that look like? Well, thankfully I'm using Groovy 1.8 here, so we have the nice little JSON builder built in. And we can do some very simple stuff. We just construct ourselves a JSON builder, say that inside our payload we have a map whose property people is mapping to a list of everyone, and then just rendering that as a string. Here you can see I've said that it's answering the get method and it's mapped to that URI. So let's take a peek. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Alright, but it's pretty common that this is more kind of a specifics of JSON builder, but it's pretty common that you want to do something where you're not exposing directly the model representation you have. So let's see a little bit of what that looks like. So for example, say I don't just want to give a list of strings, I want to give a list of objects, where the objects each person has a name property, let's say. So then with JSON Builder, the way to do that is you just transform your list, like so, into, instead of a list of strings, instead into a list of maps, and Groovy 1.8, the JSON Builder is going to do that all for you. Let's take a little look. Ta-da! Great. Well, that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you. Graffiti can do more stuff that I didn't prepare any material on. It can serve up static files like your HTML, your CSS, JavaScript too. Go check it out on GitHub. Before you do, guess to yourself how many lines of code the guy wrote. You may be surprised. Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please do contact me and let me know what else you'd like to see. Otherwise, I'm just going to stick to showing you guys the stuff that I think is really cool. Okay, enjoy. Bye.